Right now at noon, investigators are working to determine what caused a Madison house fire that killed 2 people and sent 2 others to the hospital. And one of several memorial services for George Floyd is happening this afternoon after another night of protests across the country.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
But first this afternoon, Madison's fire officials say an area near Monroe Street is safe after reports of a natural gas leak. This happened on Copeland Street, and Monroe Street was shut down as crews investigated. Again, that scene is now clear and the streets have reopened. We're now hearing from neighbors who witnessed a house fire that killed 2 people on Madison's west side this morning.
The dog woke my wife up, and she looked out the window and seen it burning, and I ran down there, and the fire department was still setting up, and yeah, there wasn't much anybody could do.
Madison fire officials say they found a body inside the home on Seminole Highway just a couple of blocks south of the Beltline. Another victim died after being pulled out of the home. 2 others escaped alive. The call came in around 3 o'clock this morning. Right now, investigators are still looking for a cause of that fire. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Chris Reese has a look at your first warm forecast. Another warm day out there.
It is certainly warm out there. It's honestly a beautiful summer day for Wisconsin. Oftentimes when you think Wisconsin summer, well, step outside right now. Plenty of sunshine out there, a little bit of humidity, but temperatures are comfortable. Madison at 82, Janesville at 84. Basketball, one of those warmer spots, coming in at 85. We'll warm up a couple more degrees. I do want to show you dew points just because this is going to factor into how humid it feels out there. A lot of those dew points throughout central Wisconsin are into the mid-50s. You work your way towards southern Wisconsin, and that's where we start to see those dew points closer to the low 60s. So we're right on that borderline between the humidity being noticeable and just enough to give you a bad hair day out there if your hair is influenced by the humidity. So keep that certainly in mind. But right now we don't have any showers or thunderstorms. We're going to be watching for that, though, later on tonight. I'm watching an area mainly towards the north and west of us to see if a line of showers or thunderstorms tries to develop and push its way south and east. That would likely happen after most of us go to bed. But even still, some of those thunderstorms could be on the stronger side, especially the further west you are, and they could linger into Friday morning as well. The good news is Saturday looks mainly dry, but I'll have the timing out of those storms and your full weekend forecast coming up in a few minutes.
We will see you then. Thank you, Chris. Early this morning, candles were still burning hours after a peaceful protest on the Capitol Square ended. The gathering was largely youth-led. There was dancing and eating, but also somber moments like 8 minutes of silence in memory of George Floyd and the reading of a list of names, including Tony Robinson, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery. Interim Police Chief Vic Wall posted on his blog that there were no incidents. He said the group size decreased throughout the night and finally dispersed around 3:30 a.m. There were 2 arrests made for graffiti. New at noon, the Green Bay Packers are responding to the death of George Floyd.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed as a human.
Tired.
Frustrated.
Heartbroken.
Disappointed.
Distraught.
Disgusted.
Disgusted.
The inhumane murder of George Floyd has become a far too common image in America.
We're here today to say no more.
No more.
Players called for structural reform, for antiquated laws to be amended or repealed, and to educate children to not be racist, and for everyone to get involved in change. The first of many memorial services for George Floyd takes place in Minneapolis this afternoon. During protests last night in New York City, officers used their batons to physically remove a large crowd of protesters. But around the country last night, most protests were peaceful. This morning, a somber moment as Floyd's body arrived at North Central University in Minneapolis, escorted by his family. Next, Floyd's body will travel to North Carolina, where he was born, for a public viewing and a private family service. And then there'll be a large service in Houston, where Floyd spent most of his life. CBS News will have a special report covering the Minneapolis Memorial Service beginning today at 1 o'clock our time. Reverend Al Sharpton expected to deliver a national eulogy. There'll be other speakers as well. You can watch it right here on News 3 Now, beginning again at 1 o'clock. Protests are expected in our nation's capital, both in the streets and in the halls of Congress. This comes as President Trump is facing a new criticism from an old friend over his call for the military to be used to put down violent protesters. Natalie.
For 8 minutes and 46 seconds, lawmakers stood in silence or kneeled to honor the memory of George Floyd.
People now understand what the struggle was all about.
It's another step down a very, very long road toward freedom, justice for all humankind.
Congressman John Lewis and the Congressional Black Caucus are working on police reform laws in the wake of Mr. Floyd's death. The longtime civil rights leader said he has been moved to tears by protesters of all colors taking to the streets.
And I truly believe what is taking place now and will continue to take place during the next few days and weeks is going to take us much further down that road to society at peace with itself.
While the demonstrations to call for change have remained largely peaceful, the president is defending his move to surge security and crack down on violent protesters.
Right now, I think the nation needs law and order because you have a bad group of people out there, and they're using George Floyd, and they're using a lot of other people to try and do some bad things.
In a rare public rebuke, President Trump's former defense secretary James Mattis denounced the president for threatening to use military troops to control protesters. In a scathing statement, he wrote, "Donald Trump is the first president in my lifetime who does not try to unite the American people, does not even pretend to try. Instead, he tries to divide us."
Well, good morning, everyone.
The current Secretary of Defense, Mark Esper, said Wednesday morning he does not support the use of active duty military to police U.S. citizens right now, but later in the day decided to keep active duty soldiers on standby at bases around Washington, D.C. in case they're needed. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Washington.
And Pentagon sources tell CBS News Secretary Esper made the decision to keep the soldiers on hand because larger protests are expected in Washington going into the weekend. To our coronavirus headlines now. Dane County health officials report 16 new cases today. There are 791 total in the county and more than 19,500 cases across Wisconsin. All inmates and staff in Wisconsin's 36 adult prisons will be tested for COVID-19 under the State Department of Corrections plan to resume more normal operations. On Monday, the DOC started accepting new prisoners and transfers again after a moratorium that the governor issued expired. Visits from family and friends still suspended. Nearly 43 million Americans have filed for unemployment benefits during the pandemic. Last week, nearly 1.9 million Americans applied, but experts are encouraged to see a steady downward trend in claims since the shutdowns caused by coronavirus started. While millions are jobless, other workers are now coming off the unemployment rolls as states allow more businesses to return. Experts say it'll likely take years for the economy to recover from the pandemic. And for the first time in its more than 50-year history, Summerfest is canceled. The music festival originally postponed to September, but now Milwaukee World Festival, Inc. says due to COVID-19, multiple levels of risk for fans, and the uncertainty about large gatherings, they're canceling Summerfest. Typically, it generates about $186 million. If you already purchased tickets and need a refund, we have a link to do that on channel3000.com. And campgrounds at state parks throughout Wisconsin are reopening on Wednesday with special safety measures to prevent the spread of COVID-19. DNR officials say visitors will be able to check in automatically with a touchless system. Informational signs throughout the grounds will provide safety information for visitors. While restrooms will be open, many park facilities like towers and shelters and nature centers will remain closed. You will need an annual park sticker and trail pass. Those can be purchased online. And there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Got 15 minutes? Then we have a fill-ya pasta that's just what you need when you're rushing to get dinner on the table.
With Herzing University's Everywhere Classroom, you can earn a degree in today's hottest fields, anywhere, anytime. Take an online course free and get comfortable with online learning. I'm possible at Herzing. Learn more today.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. And if you haven't tried Plexiderm, we've created the best offer yet with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. Even the 11 lines between your eyes are visibly gone in minutes. Plexiderm works so well, makeup artists, celebrities in Hollywood, and even people across the country just like you look and feel years younger in minutes.
So I've had under-eye
buy bags for a very long time, and it sucks. I have spent so much money on tons of eye creams, eye gels. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm, and I'm not joking. It works. When I do a collage and everything is done, it looks amazing. That is exactly how Plexiderm makes me feel. I put it on my face, and somehow, some way, I look together, which is amazing. I'm Jackie, and I took the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge, and so should you.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, seriously, I look 20 years younger than I did before. And that's so super important because my whole life is about health, fitness, feeling good, and looking good. And first chance I really got to look how I feel inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shale rock. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing the appearance of under eye bags and wrinkles in minutes. So if under eye bags and wrinkles make you look tired and older, take action with the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection remains open to serve our customers and communities during these times of uncertainty. We've got you covered for all your plumbing service needs. Call us for help. We are here for you.
To the thousands of Herzing University nursing and healthcare alumni, for your tireless commitment, and to all of your brave colleagues across America, we say thank you.
I'm possible at Herzing.
One of the things we hear a lot on Facebook, or when we see you at events, is that you're always looking for new dinner ideas, ones that are quick, tasty, and that the whole family will love. Well, here's another one to add to your arsenal of easy recipes. All we do is saute some Italian-style turkey sausage with the casing removed, along with some onions, peppers, and a bit of garlic. Once the sausage is cooked through, we add a couple of cans of diced tomatoes, a good amount of sliced mushrooms, a bit of Italian seasoning, and a touch of salt and pepper. Now we let that simmer for about 10 minutes while we cook up some pasta. As for the type, that can be anything you have on hand. Maybe penne, rotini, or even bow ties. Once it's tender and we drain it, we top it with our sausage mixture. You see, the whole thing didn't even take 15 minutes. And when we pour this flavor-packed sauce with the sausage and veggies over all those nooks and crannies of our pasta, you can bet this is gonna be good. So here's what I propose. Go online and get the recipe for what we call quick as a wing pasta. And after you do, let us know on Facebook what you thought of it. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a quick as a wink way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Next at noon, sunny and very warm out today, but showers and storm chances return tonight. Chris has your first warn forecast coming up.
Put the finishing touches on your garden at Jung Garden Center. For a limited time, save 25% on colorful potted roses. Find great savings on all your lawn and garden needs at Jung Garden Center. Shop daily 10 to 4 at your local Jung Garden Center.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. What does free mean? No cost, right? We've all seen ads about free things included with your purchase. Free carpet pad or installation with your carpet, free love seat with your sofa, 2 window blinds for the price of 1. But we know better, right? At McGann's, free means free. Free delivery and setup with purchases of $500 or more within 50 miles of Baraboo. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
Savor the goodness of Kemp's Simply Crafted Ice Cream. No artificial flavors, no shortcuts, ever. Just local, farm-fresh cream and a little magic in every scoop. It's simply delicious. Kemp's, good comes around. Bring home more Simply Crafted magic, now in sandwiches and new flavors.
For years, iMart Express has provided quality eyewear and same-day service to your community. With sights set on the path forward, we continue to rally together to keep your future in focus. Get 2 pairs of single vision glasses for under $40 and 2 pairs of progressives for under $80. We've implemented additional measures to ensure the safety of everyone that comes into our stores. We thank our local heroes for your dedication to our community. For more information, visit imartexpress.com.
Put the finishing touches on your garden at Jung Garden Center. For a limited time, save 25% on colorful potted roses. Find great savings on all your lawn and garden needs at Jung Garden Center. Shop daily 10 to 4 at your local Jung Garden Center.
Friday morning, Hattie has a beautiful weekend in store for us. She'll have all the details in her First One forecast. And after nearly a full week of protests, we are continuing the conversation about race in Madison. We'll see you starting at 4:30 tomorrow.
You make plans, what to wear, where to go, when to go, what to bring. And then the weather changes everything. Let News 3 Now First Warn Weather prepare you for what's coming. First, fast, and accurately, so you can plan your life. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blain's Farm and Fleet.
Well, Gap is being sued for not paying millions of dollars in rent during the pandemic, and Delta Airlines continues taking steps to promote social distancing. Diane King Hall has your Money Watch report.
A weekly snapshot of the job market shows filings for unemployment claims remains high, although they have been improving week over week. According to the Labor Department, more than 1.87 million people filed for unemployment benefits last week. That was more than expected, but an improvement over the prior week. These numbers come one day before the monthly jobs report due tomorrow. Economists are expecting the nation's unemployment rate to hit 20%. Investors cooled their heels in early trading Thursday after starting June in rally mode. Wall Street took some chips off the table following the latest jobs data. 2 retail industry giants are locking horns over rent. Simon Property Group is suing Gap, saying the retailer failed to pay nearly $66 million in rent and other fees during the coronavirus pandemic. You may remember Gap announced in late April that it had stopped paying rent, citing the nationwide coronavirus shutdown-related orders. Delta Airlines will continue measures to help create social distance. The air carrier says it will keep blocking middle seats and cap seating through September 30th. Middle seats will appear as unavailable during the booking process, and on smaller jets, some aisle seats will be blocked. Delta will also limit seating to between 50 and 75%, depending on the total cabin space. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. I'm Diane King Hall.
Diane, thank you. Let's check Wall Street afternoon hour. The Dow Industrials down 101 points. The NASDAQ off 70. The S&P 500 down 18.5. Farm Director Pam Yaki is here today with today's Ag News. Hi, Pam.
Well, they're working on it. There's been a lot of folks very disheartened by all the cancellations of county fairs and, of course, the Wisconsin State Fair. But there's a group now working on an alternate livestock show for our youth. The Wisconsin Livestock Expo has been in the works actually since back in March, when they started to get the feel that maybe county fairs and state fairs would cancel. Erica Crouch is on the executive committee for the Wisconsin Livestock Expo. What they're trying to do is create a real live, face-to-face livestock judging experience for kids from across the state. They're shooting for the same time frame that the Wisconsin State Fair would normally be held. That'd be the front part of August. They haven't set a location just yet, and the show will only involve beef, hogs, and lambs. No dairy at this time. She said they started to realize what a big gap it was going to be for kids that had spent so much time and effort on their livestock projects if they literally had no place to go to demonstrate all of what they'd learned and the great skills that they put together. So they put it together, or they're putting it together, I should say. You can find out more. We've got details up at MidwestFarmReport.com, or the Wisconsin Livestock Expo also has a Facebook page that's been very, very active. We're getting more details today on the $50 million in direct farm assistance coming specifically from the state of Wisconsin. Our Wisconsin Ag Secretary Randy Romanski just a few moments ago starting to share with the media some of the plans that they've got to roll that out. He said they were working in conjunction with the Department of Revenue. Again, doing my best to keep you up to date on all the latest breaking news when it comes to Wisconsin agriculture. Best way to do it, follow me on Facebook, Fabulous Farm Babe, or MidwestFarmReport.com. Just a quick update on what's happening in food news for Thursday. I'm Pam Yankee. Be safe.
We will, Pam. Thank you. Here is Chris now with a look at your forecast.
Good afternoon, folks. Of course, I'm always keeping eyes on when we could see more thunderstorms in the forecast. I'll tell you what, while Saturday looks dry and we could see some thunderstorms into Friday morning, one of the things I'm watching is tonight. That's when we have the best chance to see some showers of thunderstorms yet again right here over southern Wisconsin. And some of those could be a little bit on the stronger side, especially as you work your way towards western parts of the state. This is the Midwest as a whole. And one of the things you will see is that as you get towards Iowa, over towards southern Minnesota and Nebraska, this is where the possibility of stronger to severe thunderstorms is a bit higher, but they're going to be weakening as they work their way towards the east. Here's what we see across the Midwest right now. Oddly enough, things are quiet for the most part. What happens is oftentimes you don't get a lot of the activity until later on into the afternoon and evening, and that's what I expect to be the case. We have this little area of low pressure and this cold front that'll be marching towards the east as we go through the next couple of hours. And as we get that daytime heating, that daytime instability, that's what I expect to help unzip the atmosphere and allow some of those showers of thunderstorms. In fact, here's future track. Watch how things begin to bubble up as we get closer towards 5 o'clock, and then we'll likely see a line of showers of thunderstorms that develops and then pushes its way towards the south and east as we move into the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning. That being said, enjoy the weather that's out there right now. It's absolutely beautiful. Blue skies. You have a few decorator clouds, as I like to call them. That is a result of the moisture in the atmosphere with the daytime heat. So these clouds begin to bubble on up. 82 is our temperature right now. But get this, we're seeing winds out of the north and west at 8 miles per hour. That's keeping the humidity just a little bit lower, but it's still enough that you're going to feel it. 84 in Janesville right now. Boscobella 85. Lone Rock, hello to you guys. Good afternoon. It is 83 degrees there. Let's go ahead and put things into motion. We'll warm up a couple more degrees towards this afternoon. Look for highs right around 85 degrees or so. And again, just a little bit of humidity. When you factor that in, it'll feel closer to maybe 88 or 90. But for the most part, it won't be as bad as the big heat we saw the other day. This is 8 o'clock now, and this is about the time that I expect to see some sort of shower activity developing towards the west. And I'll go ahead and tell you, a lot of the models, when you have these types of setups, what exactly happens doesn't necessarily perform well to what's modeled, but nonetheless, that chance for thunderstorms will be there, especially during the overnight hours and into the early morning hours on Friday. But once we get into Friday afternoon, we'll see more sunshine. Temperatures will top out into perhaps the 70s, and then we'll see more sunshine into Saturday as well. That being said, while a lot of lake beaches are closed, we still have some of them that are opening up. But if you're going to be boating or out on the lake later, the earlier the better, because we do have that chance of showers of thunderstorms moving in later on tonight. But Saturday will be an absolutely fantastic day. We'll see sunshine and temperatures right around 78 degrees. 78 again for your Sunday, and then by Monday we see those temperatures returning into perhaps the upper 80s, 87 the forecast high there. We'll see more humidity creeping into, and then a cold front will bring a chance for showers of thunderstorms Tuesday and into Wednesday.
Looking forward to the weekend.
Absolutely.
All right, Chris, thank you. Up next, we'll introduce you to our pet of the week, Kato, a pit bull terrier mix. Look at that smile. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Season is here, and the signs are all around us. Like free installation on all windows, siding, and doors, and no interest for 1 year. It's time to jump on that home renovation project, and free installation all from the comfort of home. That gives you time to make the most of your Feltco season.
Free installation ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866
for Feldco.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
News 3 Now, Channel 3000, and Madison Magazine are pleased to partner with Madison Metropolitan School District to give its high school seniors a graduation to remember. Join us for special commencement ceremonies with messages from students and principals, musical performances, and virtual walk across the stage photo tributes to the graduates. Class of 2020, born to make history. June 12th and 13th on News 3 Now and streamed live on Channel 3000.
Well, it's time to meet our pet of the week. It is Cato. Our friends at the Dane County Humane Society say he's an adult pit bull terrier mixed with a charming personality. You can see it coming through there. They say he loves people, and you'll oftentimes find him greeting most people with lots of face licks. Cato loves to chew and will happily eat rawhides all day long. He enjoys living with other animals as well. He sounds like an all-around good guy. If you think Cato could fit into your family, call the Dane County Humane Society Adoption Center at 608-838-0413, extension 145, to find out more about Cato and set up a time for a visit. Go to giveshelter.org. Last week's pet, Lawrence, was adopted, and we're reminding everybody about Camp Paw Print Summer Break 2.0. Enrollment is now open for children ages 7 to 12. This is the Humane Society's very first online summer camp. To sign up, go to giveshelter.org for information on that and Cato and all the other critters available. Here's Chris now, one final check of your forecast.
Yeah, Mark, we're going to see plenty of sunshine this afternoon. Get outside and enjoy it. It is the perfect Wisconsin summer day. The humidity is not that bad. We'll see those highs right around 85 degrees or so. We'll watch a chance for showers and thunderstorms overnight tonight, and then by Friday afternoon, it's more sunshine and highs back into the mid-80s. Saturday and Sunday look absolutely fantastic. Low humidity, sunshine, temperatures that'll be in the upper 70s, but things come creeping back on Monday. 87 with the chance of showers and storms Tuesday into Wednesday.
All right, thank you, Chris. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a safe afternoon.